Hey guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. Are you ready for another product rewind or a where are they now product update? This is going to be from my second haul ever on my channel. It's going to be the haul titled Haul Ulta/Sephora. I will link that if you want to check out the original video. It is from January 6, 2015. So it's from pretty much, 20 months ago. So I have everything written down here from that video. Unfortunately, I only have physically 3 of the items mentioned from that haul. The rest were either used up or decluttered. So let's get into it. The first thing I hauled was the Benefit Beauty Score. It was a large box that I had originally ordered from Ulta, but they got sold out, so they canceled it, and I actually picked it up at the BX in the Benefit vending machine. So it was actually pretty cool. It had, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 deluxe size of their most famous products. And so let's go over the ones I used up and then the ones that I decluttered. I used up the Ooh La Lift, the Stay Don't Stray Eye Primer, the High Beam, the It's Potent Eye Cream, the That Gal and the Professional Face Primers, the Hoola sample, and the They're Real deluxe size sample. So the only 2 things out of that box that I decluttered was the Benetint. I tossed that out because I hadn't used it after a year, and then the Bella Bamba blush I did pass on so somebody else could use it, so that's pretty cool. Then next I mentioned the Big Sexy Hair shampoo and conditioner from the Ulta Leader sale. I did technically use up both of these. I used them when I went to Ohio and there was just a little bit left, so they did get left there, but I'm pretty sure I asked my mom and she said that they were used up. Then the Ulta Love Your Hair caddy that I used to have. I used to keep all my hair products in it when we lived at our base houses, and I kept it under my desk so I could use it for my hair products. But since we've moved at this house and I've decluttered a lot and used up a lot from my collection, I actually have a full drawer in my Alex 9 drawer, one of the bigger ones towards the bottom, that has all of my hair products in it. And so I just use my hair products that way, and the caddy just wasn't getting used, so I did just get rid of it. Then next I hauled the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar Palette, which, as you can tell, I still have right here. Never been used. I need to use it. I still want to pick up the Chocolate Bonbons palette, but I'm debating whether or not to actually get it or not. But I do have this and the original chocolate bar palettes. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. Then the next item was the Too Faced Hangover Primer, which I did use up. I used that up, I think, either at the beginning of this year or the very end of last year. Really great primer. I really like it. Something that I would consider repurchasing in the future. Then the next 2 items from Kat Von D I did pass on. I passed on the limited edition Ladybird palette that was re-released, plus the eyeliner in Jet. Also, I passed on the autograph liner in Amore, Puro Amore. I don't know how to say it, but it was just a black little deluxe size sample. Also, I did use up the Kat Von D Immortal Love eyeliner, the autograph liner. If you saw my very last Project Use It Up update, I recently just used it up. Then also the Kat Von D Monarch palette, that was decluttered as well. Passed it on to someone else so they could use it. A little bit of a regret on that one because it was discontinued, and the more that I look at it, I'm like, oh man, I really should have used that, but it is what it is, and it has a new home. Next is a Sephora lipstick. It had a lipstick on it, that's why I call it lipstick. Sephora lipstick sampler bag. Came with a bunch of different packets and stuff of samples of product, and I did use all those up, and I do believe I passed on the little bag itself. Then, and that was a little of the Soap and Glory like face soap, the clarifying vitamin C one. I did use that up. It was all right, but I think I actually do want to purchase it in the full size because Ulta now carries it. Then next I finished up I did finish up the Benefit Gimme Brow in light medium, just a brow product very similar to the Essence Make Me Brow, which I'm using now. I used the light medium shade. It was fine for back then because my hair was lighter, even lighter than it is now. Then the next item was the Stila Stay All Day liquid lipstick in the shade Fiery. Still have this. I've worn it quite a few times. I really like it. It's a nice like fiery kind of classic red shade. So there is a swatch of it right there. This is from my other like video, sorry, but that is Stila's Fiery. Really nice. As long as you prep your lips really well, this is a decent formula. If you don't, it's very drying and settles in your cracks of your lips and kind of like pushes them all together and makes them look really bad. So if you take care of your lips, this is great. Then I did finish up two the NYX HD concealers in the shade Light. I used those up probably at the end of last year. I had since repurchased those concealers and I have recently used those up as well. Then next is the Benefit Boxed Blush in the shade Dallas. This guy was in my weekly makeup basket for a while. Just a nice, like neutral, kind of like bronzy, but still mauve-y like color. This is really nice for just a nice natural like sweep on the cheeks. Even though it is pretty bronzy, that mauve color does make it look like you're wearing a blush, not just wearing bronzer. Then there was the mini deluxe sample of the Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, the men's fragrance. I finished that up either last month or the month before. Then everything else here was passed on. So the Anastasia Beverly Hills Tamana and Maya Mia palettes, I did sell those because I wasn't using them. The IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty and Naturally Pretty Celebration palettes were also sold, along with my Smashbox Full Exposure and Double Exposure palettes, and my Tarte Rainforest After Dark palette. Those are all palettes that I was very excited to get, but they just sat and sat and sat in my collection, and they never got any love, so I decided it was best to pass them on. Then with the Smashbox palette, there was a little sampler that came with it. There was the Photo Op Trio. I did declutter that, or I threw it out when I was in Ohio because it cracked. And then there was a Full Exposure mascara sample, which I used up, and I love that. It's so nice. I did use up a 24-hour eye primer and the hydrating under eye primer as well, and those were nice. But yeah, that's everything that I hauled from that haul. I can't believe I only have 3 physical items still left in my collection. I did use up 21 items, but 15 also were decluttered. So I hauled almost 40 products in this haul, and I have 3 left. So that's crazy. I'm really happy I started doing this series because it just shows me what I should and shouldn't be spending my money on, because if I just go wild and I buy 10 palettes at a time, chances are I'm probably not going to use them. And I learned that lesson. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!